Soundbars are a device people either love or hate. Lovers know they can take lackluster TV audio and make it many times better, while detractors think they're an unnecessary upsell since TVs already have speakers anyway, right? I've had the chance to review dozens of TVs and soundbars, and I can confirm they do make a really big difference. In this post, I'll take a look at the Polk Signia S4 soundbar and subwoofer duo. I got to test the S4 combo in my home, so I'll report back on what they're like to install, how easy or not it is to set up, since this is most often where soundbars go right off the rails. And I'll tell you if I can recommend the Polk Signia S4 to you. Let's take a look at what we get. Like the more affordable Signia S2, the top-tier Polk Audio Signia S4 system consists of a soundbar unit and a subwoofer, but this version gives you way more for your money in my opinion. The Signia S4 soundbar's 7-speaker array under the cover there also boasts Dolby Atmos 3.1.2 listening. With a dedicated center channel for clearer dialogue plus left and right tweeters and woofers, Polk promises this soundbar will deliver a huge wide soundstage. Plus, dual up-firing speakers on top take advantage of Atmos's height channels to send sounds over your head, creating the effect of 3D sound. The soundbar measures about 42 inches wide and 2.5 inches high and about 7 inches deep. It's wrapped in a flattened, pill-shaped housing and it comes only in black. The soundbar is lengthy, but Polk has clearly worked hard to make it low profile, and it is short enough to fit under a lot of TVs. Included in the box is a remote control with included battery, HDMI cable, an optical cable, a pair of power cords for the two main components, and a quick start guide. To control the soundbar, you've got the remote control or the buttons on top of the bar. Rather surprisingly, it doesn't appear that this top-tier Polk soundbar has a companion app. Let's get to the setup and connectivity, since this is where some soundbars can really go off the rails. Signia S4's lone HDMI port supports ARC or the audio return channel, but if you have other hardware, the optical and the aux or 3.5mm ports work as well. Connect your preferred cable, in my case the HDMI, and you're done. Really. The soundbar is smart enough to connect itself to your TV by itself, as it did with my Samsung Frame TV. The soundbar and subwoofer even come wirelessly paired to each other right from the factory, so you shouldn't have to set the sub up separately. Just place it nearby on the floor and plug it in. I was ready to go in less than 5 minutes.
You okay?
I'm going to get right to it here and say the audio quality from this soundbar blew me away. The soundstage is absolutely massive and it completely filled my open concept kitchen living space with sound. It has a great ability to reach all corners of the room while still maintaining detail and intricacy in the audio. I tried it first on some TV shows and was very impressed with the overall sound. I moved on to a blockbuster Hollywood film to see how that would fare, and it did create a theater-like experience. I had the soundbar paired with my 2022 Samsung Frame TV, which does have small built-in speakers. Even so, they're barely adequate, so I always have a soundbar connected here.
Indeed I am.
Since the soundbar is Dolby Atmos compatible, I tried a movie and some demo videos to take advantage of those overhead channels, and I found it brought more to the space. Now, upward pointed speakers are not the same as having dedicated speakers mounted overhead, but they are better than nothing, and they do give you a little more height than a standard front-facing soundbar. Playing music and watching videos using the soundbar was similarly impressive. It was a huge upgrade from my small countertop Alexa speaker. Listening to rap like that from my fellow Canuck and YouTuber Spitty here was awesome. The bass is really powerful, and the sub creates a noticeably bolder low end that you can actually feel in the floorboards, while at the same time it's not overpowering. I chalk that up to Polk's bass adjust mode, which controls bass on both the soundbar and the sub, ensuring seamless blending.
Like this.
Once you get your soundbar set up, you can try out some of the additional big features that will help to improve the audio quality even further. You can optimize your audio by type of content using the remote control's dedicated buttons for movies or music, which are essentially EQ presets. You can keep from waking up the house while still enjoying an action movie using the night mode feature, which softens some of the bass and louder sounds. Anyone who has hearing troubles or finds themselves constantly mashing the volume buttons during quieter dialogue scenes will appreciate Polk's Voice Adjust technology, which uses the Signia S4's dedicated center channel to allow you to increase the volume of voices, making them clearer and easier to understand, while leaving the rest of the soundtrack untouched. The Signia S4 is the soundbar to get if you're looking for a very simple setup process and if you've been finding that the built-in TV speakers aren't quite giving you enough audio punch. The Voice Adjust technology works really well, and the soundbar doubles as a fabulous Bluetooth music speaker too. Of course, throw on some videos like these sweet beats from Canadian Alex Cade and you're getting the full audio-visual treatment. The sound quality is outstanding, and having a soundbar that's Dolby Atmos compatible makes a real difference when you're watching blockbuster flicks too. So what are the downsides? I'm reaching a bit here because I had a really good overall experience. Some users might find the extra long length of the soundbar kind of incompatible with their furniture, and there is no smartphone app that I could find. Not that that is going to create any problems, since you can still control things either right on the soundbar itself or using the physical remote control that's included. This sells for about $3.99 US or about $5.49 Canadian, and you can get the soundbar from Polk, Best Buy, or Amazon. You can spend a lot more than this on a soundbar. See what Sonos ultra pricey soundbar is like, or check out the other end of the price scale and this TCL soundbar right now.